Mitch McConnell, the longtime Senate Republican leader, released a photo last Sunday from a rehabilitation center, showing him seated beside his wife as proof that he is alive and well. The image quickly jumped onto the comedy circuit, where Jon Stewart on The Daily Show made one of his classic double-barrel jokes, calling the photo totally believable evidence that Mitch McConnell is not only alive, but the happiest boy in the hospital. Stewart's quip went viral, and the comments followed like a well-orchestrated comedic baton passing. "We've got a photo of a senator sitting, all smiles, next to his wife. And you know what that tells us? That he's happier than a Make-A-Wish kid," Stewart laughed, before dropping the more playful jab that his own policies had left everyone else ill. In the same vein, Ike Barinholtz on Jimmy Kimmel Live, as guest host, chuckled, "First of all, thank God he's still hot as hell," and followed with a playful take on the husband and wife ventriloquist act at the rehab center. Meanwhile, Jimmy Fallon joked, "Looks like a husband and wife ventriloquist act." He rolled back to a more heartfelt tone, offering a real wish for quality healthcare to Senator McConnell, even as he keeps the humor alive. Most of the jokes focused on the stark contrast between McConnell's apparent wellness and a national conversation framed by his policy decisions on insurance. But what really drew the attention, beyond the sarcasm and one-liners, was the fact that McConnell had been silent for several weeks, and the question of his health was buzzing across the media. Stewart also drew in former Senator Lindsey Graham, joking, "How did Lindsey Graham die before Mitch McConnell?" You could sense the shock of the audience with the older-than-usual riddles. He went on, "What a crazy weekend. Mitch McConnell is alive, Lindsey Graham is dead. There's so many opportunities to get Jimmy's show pulled off the air again." The jokes weren't just about McConnell, they dug into the broader conversation about the way the public deals with politicians skipped. And the entertainers didn't shy away from referencing a recent President Trump aftertalk that lifted Lindsey Graham as a fifth stage of grief comment. In that moment, the good humor and the more disconcerting jabs about grief, disclosure, and memory showcased invasiveness and a visual side in turning humor on the high profile. The article also mentioned other cultural happenings, including Sienna Spiro performing a song on The Tonight Show, Molly Shannon's upcoming appearance on Late Night with Seth Meyers, and Jay-Z's musical performance. Those artistic notes seemed almost to underestimate the height of the political satire around McConnell. But focusing back on the headline, Jon Stewart's mockery of McConnell's photo became a representation of the viral nature of political humor. It showcases how a simple image can become a meme for a crossover of policy criticism, expectations of the public, entertainment delivery, and ultimately a marker in contemporary satire. The public quickly took to it, reshaping the conversation about the politics of health and the expectations from those in power. So we close this recap by reminding you of the power of the media. Even a single photo can spark a reflection, a series of jokes in the heart of the debate about healthcare policies. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for the next voice of satire in politics. I'm your host, wishing you an hour of nuance wrapped in humor and insight. Until next time, take care and keep the conversation alive.